Welcome to H It's a Screen, the first and only place for movie reviews.
Yo,
Got myself, James, and my boy over here, Rob.
there you go.
Boy, today we are going to be reviewing the new film that Warner Brothers dropped a little while back. It is Mortal Kombat. Oi,
Scorpion's Revenge.
yes,
And I'm up
Mortal Kombat.
here with my get up. Hey!
Sick T, sick T, sick T-shirt, bruv.
So, to those who know about MK from day, this is the original dragon, original one. Face. Here we go. Speaks face, man.
Nah, you know what? This is a troll, bro. But yeah, so today we're gonna be talking about Mortal Kombat Legends. I have to say, this film was absolutely insane.
Amen.
Absolutely insane. From start to finish, this movie was mad. And I will tell you this right now, yeah. From the get go, I will say my MVP of this film was Scorpion. Like, it's called Scorpion's Revenge, and boy, man was not having it at all through this film. Sick. The way he just went on, but we'll talk about that later on when we'll go into like our lights and stuff like that. But what are your first impressions, Linkway Master?
First impressions was wow. Um, this is definitely a modernization of a classic.
Mm.
Uh, the going into more depth of the characters. Even though they kind of told the story over and over again from flipping MK MK9 and stuff. So this is basically literally a storyline of 10 years, I would say, worth of MK.
Yeah.
Not including the Easter eggs. I mean, that's what I'm gonna talk about. But
Oh yeah. We'll definitely be talking about
I
those
mean,
Easter eggs.
hardcore fans, oh wait, certain ones, certain Easter eggs, man. You guys will see in this one. But yeah, the yeah, overall, done really well. Done really well. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Do have critique about it though. There are some things, but yeah, it's done. It was done
Okay, all right. Now that's fair. That's fair. So yeah, so let's talk about the likes. What we like about it first so far. So for me, I have to say the story was they went and stuck with the story quite well. To me, it felt a little bit like MK9's story a little bit. Obviously, not the same amount of characters, but you know, little bits and pieces. It felt like MK9 gameplay, especially with the way they did like the X-ray in like some of the fight scenes as well. When they did some of those punches and you saw the X-ray, and you saw the bones cracking and everything, man. Like some of those fight scenes when at the start of the film, you see Scorpion just like bodying man from flipping Linkway, bruv. Alright, those bangs were just forget it. He was going on sick. But yeah, they definitely had some good ones, and there was some really good Easter eggs as well. Like you know when they went into the island, and as they went into the door, like you see the test your might. Alright, that was definitely sick. 100%. But yeah, what do you think? What's your likes about the film?
I like the way they did the Easter eggs were just there was just so many,
Yeah,
so many.
that was a mad amount of Easter
There was
eggs.
Easter eggs from MK1 to mythologies, which people really don't know about. Like this is if you're a hardcore MK fan like me from day dot, you will notice all of the MK, all of them. Let me see, three from the trilogy, basically, from Deadly Alliance, um, and MKX. There were two from MKX.
Great,
Two.
MKX specifically.
Yeah, and they were levels.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I know which level you're talking about. The reptile level, yeah.
Yep, that was one,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
another one as well.
Which one was that?
The ship, the one where you have to
Oh,
to
okay.
that level with the skeleton in the background, the skull mountain.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that was there as well. That when they were
Oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Oh man, but yeah. Other than that, let me see. Animation, I really enjoyed it. The
Yeah, 100%.
fighting, yeah. Well, that's forgiven really. The fighting was just amazing. Love the whole ninja movements by the Lin Kuei, and
Yeah, man, got
you know
body.
this Scorpion Clan. uh, yeah, just loved it. Oh yeah, Sonya.
Bro, Sonya was not playing. Sonya was not
What a
having it, man.
badass. She was my favorite to be honest, but
No, she was a bad bitch. You know what was jokes as well is that when she finished him off, especially with the she had the X-ray move as well that she did to finish him off. So she like grabbed him, broke up his back, and then span around and then used the wire,
oh my,
cut
yeah.
off Reptile's head, and then at the end of that as well, mess with the blade, you get cut, and then did the kiss of death, bruv. Oi! Too sick.
She was too epic, man. She was too epic with that shit, man. Couldn't, yeah, it was too epic. And also like the way they, I didn't like the way, I didn't like. Well, actually, no, we're no one that likes first. One that likes first. I love the graphics was really good as well.
Mm.
Combination of like anime and good old school American style cartoon from the MK cartoon from back in the day.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think that's probably you could say like an Easter egg as well. That and also I did like the way they were hyping Shao Kahn, man. That's what I like to see. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they were hyping.
he's
Yeah, and I love the way they had Moloch from Deadly Alliance. He was in it torturing Scorpion.
oh, okay.
Yeah, the Neverrealm. I love the way they set out the Neverrealm. It was almost like it was from Doom. It was
It did feel that
literally
way.
almost like from Doom with the demons and the screams of the tortured souls and everything. But yeah, that was sick. And then Scorpion tried to step to Quan Chi in the Neverrealm, try to walk to his house. I try to say, yeah, I will see Shinnok. And Quan Chi's like, no, he's not. He's indisposed right now. Like you could deal with me. So I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to your boss. Like get him now. He's like, who are you talking to, rude boy? And he just dealt with him. He's like, he was like, even here in the Neverrealm, bro, there's even the mortals have their limits. I was like, wow, he was crushing him, not even touching him, bro. I was like, you know what, Quan Chi's actually sick here, bro.
Bro, I was
Dude,
just like, do you know who you're stepping to? Like, this ain't your realm, fam. You are a soul here.
in it,
Like, I know you were bodying those demons, and like, I will not deny that he was not having. It was like, there's thousands of us, and he was like, yeah, one less dead, come fam, innit?
yeah,
Oh yeah, like I said, Scorpion was too sick in this film.
yeah,
But yeah, that
that was
yeah,
sick. And Raiden as well. I did like the way Raiden kept a low profile, but when he stepped in, he stepped in. Like he showed who's boss. Literally, he showed who's boss, man. Like what he did to Goro. Remember what he did to Goro?
yeah. He was just like, nah, this fight's over. And then like Goro try to step to it. I was like, and the man was just like, he didn't even say shut up, bro. It was just like,
Yeah,
man, move, man. It's like there's like a,
he's like,
I feel like there's a fly in my presence.
and everyone is like,
Oh,
oh my god,
Shamshu getting pissed. It's like, what are you doing, man? This is more Kombat. It's like, I'm sorry, did more Kombat start yet? No?
yeah,
Okay, shut your mouth then, innit?
in it. They try to come in, it's like, yeah, no, ain't started yet. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, don't be touching my warriors like this. You know what I mean? Oh, and then it had Natara from Deadly Alliance. You had the Centaur race, so you had the people that look like Motaro.
Yeah,
You had
yeah.
them in there, man. You had everyone. It was
There was a lot of good references of different characters and races from the different worlds, which was sick.
yeah, it was really good, really good. Yeah, man. So, what were your dislikes?
See, I do find this is quite hard. I mean, because for me, I actually overall, I think I really enjoyed it. I think they disrespected Jack so hard in this film, though. I think that's probably one of my dislikes because I just felt like, how was Jax even supposed to be fighting Goro in the first place? Like, why are you doing man dirty like that? The disrespect. I was just like, and then the way he just like came in charging in and then punched him. It's just like he didn't even do anything to him. I was just like, wait, hold on. Why why fight him? Why even let him fight him? Like, come on, there gotta be other ways that you could have ripped man's arms off. And I was just like, oh, okay. Another thing I will say I was quite surprised by is that they didn't have Johnny Cage showing his powers, and it looks like he doesn't even have any either. Like he obviously knows martial arts. Like he was hiding himself to make it look like he didn't know anything. But then when the fighting came, he was obviously going on sick, which I liked when he did the nut punch. That was good reference. But he has no energy balls, no shadow kick, no nothing. I was just like, really, no nothing. Like none of that cage energy, like family energy, nothing like that. I was just like, that's weird. Considering that in the later on, like what I know they probably going down a different universe route, but in MK10 it was the Cage family energy that stopped Shinnok. So I was surprised that you weren't going to see anything like that. And considering that he's had fireballs and shadow kicks through most of the games, it's just shocking that they weren't there. So I think that's probably a letdown for me. Um, One of my disappointments in the film. But other than that, I can't fault it too much. It wasn't overall terrible for me. What about you? What was some of your disappointments?
Uh, I think one of my disappointments was the story, in a sense that it's called Scorpion's Revenge, blah. Um, but con-
Practically,
they just crammed so much in there to the
yeah,
point where it was, like I said, it's like 10 years, probably even 20 years worth of MK, and I was like, okay, but where's the Scorpion's Revenge part? But you only saw the Scorpion Revenge part really when Scorpion was on scene. Other
yeah,
than that, the rest were just concentrating on the tournament. Now they should have done it from the other way around. They should just literally concentrated from his revenge from when, so the intro perfect, boom,
yeah.
bang.
Sick.
Intro was bang on. Like you can't fault that intro, right? I mean the way Sub Zero Lin Kuei dealt with his clan was insane. Oh,
Yeah, that was mad.
His wife was crazy, and his son. Oh my days, that should be a
Oh,
fatality, by the way. But yeah,
that was
um,
disrespect.
but then it went to the Never Realm, which was perfect.
Yeah,
No, that's it. That's great. Then it went to the tournament. No. Then it started introducing Liu Kang, Sonya, and Johnny Cage, and then from there, I was like, okay.
they're doing the MK whole
Yeah,
story.
right. You know what I'm saying? But then it went from like MK1 straight to MK4, and then
Hmm.
back to MK1 again. So it was just too much going on for me personally for that. But it was just about told right. But at the end of the day, it didn't feel right because obviously someone like me who's played MK from day dot, you're like, yeah, like I mean the whole Goro fight. That never happened before. That never happened in any MK. Liu Kang beat the shit out of Goro.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? But then Scorpion comes along and puts the line grab through his head and rips out his skull. You know, it's like from the back.
Bro,
And
you
then
see
rips
that the
out
skin just ripple off as well, like flapping in the wind.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, this film, I have to say, this film was not having it in terms of gore. They
Oh
were not
man.
playing.
If anyone's a fan of Gore Fest, boy, this film is right up your street.
Oh,
Literally right up your street, man.
mm-mm.
You can't argue with the amount of gore that's in this film, the finishing moves, X-rays, all that going on. You know, it was really that shit was insane, man. Like, whoever
Yeah.
did the fatalities in this film needs to be hired by NetherRealm Studios. Gotta have has to be.
Yeah, some of those deaths were just mad. Some of those
Mm.
deaths were insane. All right,
And the sub actually, you know what? The Sub-Zero and Scorpion fight was good. Not the beginning one. The actual Sub-Zero.
yeah, the actual fight, yeah, it was sick.
When you saw
That
Sub-Zero, when Scorpion was like, "Ah, it's you. I'm gonna kill you for what you did to my family and clan," and Sub-Zero's like, "What? What are you on about?" You know what I'm saying? Like, what's you on about? And he's fighting him, and then the blocks that Sub-Zero were doing was too sick with his powers, creating ice shields, ice clones,
yeah, yeah,
catching his line grabs, freezing his line grabs. That was too sick, man. It's the
he was
point where I
going
was like,
sick.
well, how the fuck is Scorpion going to beat him then? And so he takes, and then he somehow shanks him with some ice pick or something. I was like, oh, that's lame. That's lame. But
And then they both flew into the pit. But
oh
yeah,
yeah, that was that
uh,
that was insane. Yeah, but they didn't even describe that shit. Like I've noticed that they don't describe why Quan Chi set up Sub Zero like that, and it was from
no, they didn't. I suspect they'll probably go into that in the next film. But this is, yeah, I think I get what
because
you're
it's from
saying.
mythologies. That's why. People, if anyone wants to know, just Google or YouTube MK mythologies and see a playthrough, and you see the story. The story is actually very sick. I have to admit, the game was the hardest MK game ever. It was so hard, people didn't like the game. It was so hard, but story wise,
That's one thing about NetherRealm is that NRS know how to make a good story. And even when they like shorten things down like this, like they like it is mad that it's called Scorpion's Revenge and it's literally going through the MK tournament. I do find that weird, but I understand where they're coming from because his revenge requires you to talk about the MK tournament, so they can't just avoid it. They can't just like go partial like MK storyline and like, oh, what's going on here? And like it would just be mad. So they had to just essentially bring in the tournament. And although it may seem like it was a bit of a rush, they did do their best to actually make it make sense. So it did flow quite well in my opinion. And it ended up being a really good story, a really good telling of Scorpion through why he hated the Lin Kuei the way he did, and then getting his revenge on Quan Chi. I swear, Quan Chi came up with some mad bars throughout this film.
oh,
That was so
struggling.
unnecessary, bro. So unnecessary. I
Yeah,
hope you put up a better fight than your wife did. I was like, why? Why are you going like that, bro? The disrespect. Like, was it not bad enough you literally froze? Oh man. Those deaths were unnecessary.
yeah,
But
'cause he was a troll. He was a troll, man. He was a troll, and but then at the end, man, when Khan, what's it called? I don't know what he was doing to Shang Tsung, but he was coughing up pure blood,
bro,
pure blood.
that was getting
He was
body.
getting bodied, man. And then he's like, "Please, master, it was that old fool raided the Sherlock was like, enough!" Like, and he's like, "That's it. Gather the troops. We are going to pay them a visit." And then that was it, bro. Like, you see his eyes was glowing, like, green flames coming from his red eyes. Like, what the fuck is that? That's insane. Sherlock Khan's my favorite, man. He's my favorite, man.
You know what? Yeah, still one of my favorite scenes, and it's not even from like the game. It's actually from the live action TV show when Shang Tsung like meets him for the first time and he teaches him how to take a soul. And like Shang Tsung's like struggling so hard, it's like, nah, you just
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
casually does
yeah.
it. It's just like just wheels his hand like that and it's just like takes man's soul. I was just like
Yeah,
that's
yeah, I remember that.
that's
Oh my gosh, that's years ago. Flipping hell, damn, that was bad. That was bad. Asian Daryl will know about that scene, definitely, because
that's like
we used to talk about that scene a lot back in school. But that shit was the craziest when because I remember that. It's like Shang Tsung tried to take a soul for the first time. He was struggling,
Yeah,
And Khan was like, no, 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 it's like this. Let me show you. And then he brought the he brought the guy who beat Shang Tsung to his knees. And I'm never forgetting the words. He goes, beating your enemy is only one part of the battle. The way you beat the enemy is by taking his soul, and then you live forever. It's something like some Jedi shit, like Star Wars, where
that's some
it's
dark
like,
side talk,
yeah,
bro.
dark side shit. Like I will, obviously, that's what Shao Kahn said. I will teach you the thing that Raiden, that your master withholds from you, the ability to live forever. And then Shao Kahn just goes, "Your soul is mine." Hurts, and then the guy's soul just went straight into Khan, bro, like just rapid.
Jesus.
Too
No,
sick. So, what would you give this film out of?
I would say this. I really like this film. I thought they did a really good job. As usual, NRS doing a sick job of storytelling. I'd say it's a good solid 8.5, maybe, yeah, 8 to 8.5. Let's say 8.5. I really liked it. Fight scenes were sick, good references. I was disappointed on certain things. Hopefully, the next film will be better. But yeah, I think I would give this an 8.5, definitely.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's high, boy. Dang.
Yeah, I know, but it's just I think I really enjoyed it. I can't fault the film too much. I think I just really enjoyed the storytelling behind it, and I liked the action. I liked the fight scenes. There was some really good dynamic with Cage and Sonya Blade. Like they had like some really good banter between the two of them.
Yeah, they did. That was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, the way Sonya just wasn't having it, was like just kick him out in the balls. I was like, wait, hold on. I swear that's Johnny Cage's thing. Like, why are you doing?
That was the whole point. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I think yeah, definitely 8.5 for me. What about you?
uh, 7.
7. Okay, fine. That's fair enough. I mean,
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. Why you gave it a 7?
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
The 7, especially. I just don't. Me personally, Jack shouldn't have been in it. Kitana shouldn't have been on it. Um, the story shouldn't have involved. Yeah, Quan Chi should not have been in it.
Well,
For
no,
so long.
I don't agree with Quan Chi not being in it because he is part of the whole revenge in the first place. He is the reason why Scorpion was led down his path. And if it is supposed to be Scorpion's revenge, that has to involve Quan Chi.
Shouldn't be in it for so long. That's the thing. That's my issue. Like I said, they just crammed too much in one film. It's like, ugh. But other than that, that's why I give it a 7. But yeah, other than that, that's it. That's all it is. That's it.
Okay, no, that's fair. Um,
Yeah.
cool. No, that's fine.
But yeah, so everyone check out the MK what's it called? Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge. James and I are gonna be doing a Ages of Screen first 15 MK fight. Yeah, we're gonna do that. But we're gonna do a little bit of a fun throw around this weekend in the game. And oh yeah, don't forget to check out the movie next year. MK the movie reboot coming out 2021.
Wait, they're doing another reboot film.
Yeah, hardly no one knows about it, boy.
That's mad. So wait, are they not continuing this film? Why are they
No,
not doing like a
no,
series of films?
this is an animated movie. They're doing a proper feature length movie.
So they're not even continuing from this film. This is it. This is all you get. It's not even going to be a series of film for the
Oh, I
Legends.
don't know about this, man. I'm talking about an actual feature length movie,
Oh,
like
okay.
proper real, with real people.
Oh, okay. So they're going to do a live action film. I do hope they do continue with the Legends. Because like it feels like they need to do that because you remember when they released the short series that came out a few years back, and that was live action.
Oh, the web episodes. Yeah,
Yeah, that was sick.
yeah.
That was a really good show, and I think it's a shame if they just cut things up like that because I think they are missing something here if they don't continue it because I think it will have a lot of potential. But that's fair. No, I look forward to seeing that, and definitely I will wait for a trailer for that when that film comes out.
All I'm saying, it'd be better than the Batman. That's all I'm saying. Right, and that is it for tonight, people.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed the review. Definitely check out the film. I've been
Super.
James, and this has been.
And I'm Lin Kuei Rob for tonight. That is signing out. There you go.
Peace.